Bitcoin is making the retest. We need to see a bounce from off this perfect retest from the inverse head and shoulders pattern. If we can manage to hold above this neckline and support, we probably could see a rally towards the upside before the next leg towards the downside. If we break this pattern, we will fall back into a very big range, and this could lead for a bottom structure around the $40,000 for Bitcoin. On the lower time frame, we have been calling this trade perfectly here, but unfortunately, Bitcoin didn't push back into our entry. But the next setup is already forming, and I'm gonna keep you posted about every single detail around that setup. Major Bitcoin news has been hitting the market lately because Brazil reintroduced a bill to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve, allowing the country to buy up to 1 million Bitcoin. And this is finally some really bullish news hitting the market. So a pretty exciting one today. But first of all, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X and to subscribe over on my YouTube channel if you love those daily update videos. And of course, I would really appreciate you to hit the like button, and let's dive right away into the content for now. Because what we have been seeing is that Bitcoin has been creating a inverse head and shoulders pattern over the last 5 years. So please keep in mind this Bitcoin pattern has been creating over the past 5 years, and this is huge. We have been breaking out from of this pattern. If we look at the neckline, that is the resistance line that created the dumps towards the downside with creating the shoulders here. If we break it towards the upside and we see a perfect retest happening, that is usually the point where you want to scale in your trades and your Bitcoin. That is perfectly and exactly what we are seeing right now, and this is a really good signal from the market, but also something that if we break this support further towards the downside, we will probably see Bitcoin end up back in this range from 35 towards the $40,000. So not even the perfect retest is here, and maybe a rally towards the upside, but it is a decision moment from the market what we are doing currently with this support. For me, we are getting supported by it. I really think that we could see a relief rally from off this level. I don't think targets like $200,000 will get hit from off this pattern, but for now I think it is really good to see a little bit of a relief rally, and maybe with a relief rally we can see that Bitcoin is tend to pump higher towards the upside, or just want to see a relief rally to take everyone out and back in the market before the next rally towards the downside starts for Bitcoin. Yesterday we have been perfectly calling this trade. Why? I did say if we manage to gain the red box above here, that means that we are a shifting structure towards the upside and we see a perfect retest happening, that is the moment I want to open up trades on Bitcoin. We have been seeing the perfect gain right over here, but unfortunately the Bitcoin price didn't went towards our entry, so we didn't get filled from off this point. Really unfortunate also, because we didn't hit TP exactly at this bottom. We was at approximately 2.8 RR and we wanted to take profit at 3 RR, and the Bitcoin price reversed towards the upside. But this is also trading. We have been perfectly spotting this trade, and of course we're not hitting in the trade, but the direction and the structure was perfectly called yesterday in the daily update videos. So if you never want to miss a setup and information, once again, please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. The next setup is already forming here, because I think that if Bitcoin has been potential to gain this red box on the top side, we are gaining this whole range structure, and that could possibly lead for the next leg towards the upside for Bitcoin. For now, I'm not shorting this resistance. I'm gonna wait for Bitcoin to manage to gain this level towards the upside, gain bullish momentum, and on the retest I am looking for long position. That is something like this. Also the other way around, if Bitcoin is tend to dump towards the downside from off this point, I am looking to short the market on the retest, because we are losing a very important low and we are losing this whole range. That is exactly what I'm planning to do. Of course, for now there is not much information for trades yet. But if you want to keep updated about every single trade, every single part of crypto, please make sure, and this is really important, to join my free trading community with the first link in the description. Then Also, it is important to subscribe over on my YouTube channel to never miss these daily update videos ever again, because we have been literally crushing the market with the whole community here. And if you follow my YouTube content, you would never miss a setup once again. And that is huge because I'm also calling it live in every single daily update video. And of course, it is really important, if you trade those moves, to trade it on a safe and secure exchange. That is why I have two links from BTCC and MEXC in the description here. These are the best exchanges with security and trust. Of course, it is the best trading environment possible. I will provide you every single data to trade over on Bitcoin, but the only thing you need to do is trade it by yourself over on your favorite exchange, and the BTCC and MEXC links are in the description here, so please make sure to sign up with them. Then some bullish news finally hitting the market once again, because Brazil wants to reintroduce a bill to create a Bitcoin reserve, allowing the country to acquire up to 1 million Bitcoin. And this is something we have been seeing by the US. This is something we have been seeing by Brazil right now. And Brazil isn't the last country to do this. They are pretty early, but please keep in mind that if every single big country will buy $1 million Bitcoin, there will literally no supply left for us to buy. And if we buy in Bitcoin once again, and this is not about the shorter or the longer time frame, this is not about a single chart, but this is just perspective over the upcoming 10 years. With the prices we are at right now, we will be very, very low. That is a matter of a fact. If those big countries will buy 1 million Bitcoin, the Bitcoin supply will drop massively, which means that the Bitcoin price will pump massively. So of course we have been dumping here, but we are at $70,000. Over the next 10 years, we are laughing at these prices because all those big countries want to buy our Bitcoin, but we have been buying all the way down on those levels. So not looking at charts, this is the moment you want to scale in Bitcoin for the longer term. Of course, you don't want to sell those Bitcoins in 1 to 2 years. If you buy it, you're in for the longer run. Also, if we look at some on-chain data, we can see that we are in extreme fear. And with extreme fear, we mean extreme fear because we are at 8% at the score of 8, and that is really, really low. The crypto market is also more fearful than during the COVID crash. And this is something that is really exciting me because that was pure panic that was happening. And right now we have been dropping, but everyone knows with Bitcoin, we are rallying towards the upside, but also towards the downside. And right now we have been rallying towards the downside, but with the even lower fear rate than Corona, that is just what you really want to see to scale in your Bitcoin. And usually, if we look at the history of Bitcoin, that was the exact moment you want to scale in your Bitcoin, because right over here, it was also a rally towards the upside. Of course, this doesn't mean that Bitcoin will pump immediately from off this point, but over the course of few months, and we have been bottoming out, this could be the bottom for Bitcoin, and this could lead for a further move towards the upside. So also this, the Fear and Greed Index, is calling for a buy opportunity on the longer run. Exactly the same with this Brazil news. It's just really good to make choices right now for the longer run on Bitcoin. I'm gonna end the video with that. Please make sure to follow me over on X and to subscribe over on my YouTube channel if you love those daily update videos. And of course, I would really appreciate a like. And I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.